This whole twin flame journey is reminding you of your own power. That's what it's all about. It's not even teaching you, it's reminding you because you have all the answers. You are everything. So let's dive deeper into how you are believing and thinking about your divine masculine, because that is the way they will show up. I'm Annalisa, and welcome to my channel. So what you believe about your masculine is exactly what's going to happen in the 3D. And this is for everything in your life, not just about your divine masculine, but you are on this awakening path and your soul is craving to expand more and more your consciousness. Your soul is already perfect exactly the way it is, but your consciousness, we are all consciousness, is expanding more and more. And what you believe about your masculine will show up in the 3D. What you believe about yourself will also show up in the 3D. You see, our mind creates stories, and those stories happen in the 3D. So you want to be really conscious about what is going on in your mind and your thoughts, because when you believe that your divine masculine is separate from you, then they stay separate. Nothing is separate from us. We are consciousness. We are a collective. So there has never been separation, even though that's what we have been taught all of our life, that everything is separate from us. And now that you're on this twin flame journey, you're being asked to look at life differently. And this becomes easier as you go within. And it's always from within. As within, so without. What you create within will show in the 3D. So often we see our divine masculines as being with someone else, or being married, or living 1,000 miles away in a different country, perhaps. So we're seeing them as separate. We're seeing them as, well, they're married and they have children with someone else. I will never be able to be with them. Or they're a narcissist and they don't treat me well. They're not prioritizing me. You see, we have these stories that we make up in our mind, and we believe our mind, and we believe our stories that we say to ourselves. You can never really bring in your desires that way because you're honoring two different truths. You're honoring the doubt and you're honoring the trust, and you can't have both. So you have to give one up. You have to be the truth. And the truth is that you're not separated. And I like to bring in the law of assumption because that is what's manifesting out there. But often it's not talked about in the twin flame community about the law of assumption. And I often like to talk about the law of assumption because you're assuming your own state of being. And when you assume the state of being of unity, then that will be reflected to you. But if you're wavering, if you go back to doubt, then again, you cannot bring in what you desire. So it's what dominantly you believe. Depending how long you've been on this life, right? 20, 30, 40, 50 years or even more, you've been programmed to believe that everything is separate. And now you're being reminded that you are not separate from anything, and that includes your masculine. So when you change the perception of how you see yourself and how you see your masculine, that is what's going to shift your energy. And what I mean by that is seeing your divine masculine as the perfect person for you if you choose to be with them, because not everyone chooses to be with their masculine. But if you are wanting to be with them, then you have to change the way you perceive them. And not only that, you want to change the way you perceive yourself. And that is where those self-love rituals or techniques that you're doing is going to be helpful. But it's not just about the affirmations or the visualizations. It's about your identity. It's about the state of being that you are. And when you start acting and being the person that you want your divine masculine to treat you as, that you are acting and being the version of yourself that you actually want to be, and you stop putting your masculine on a pedestal, stop giving your power away to them and you give that power back to you, that is when your energy shifts. Because when you're constantly visualizing or constantly affirming to get them back, then unfortunately that's not going to work because you're giving your power away. So the power has to be for you, always for you, and feeling good. It's all about your feeling. It's all about your emotions. And the more that you master this, the easier your energy will shift. And it doesn't have to take years and years for that to happen. It's about being conscious now, because you are conscious, you're awakened, and you're getting more conscious at every given moment. And being present is what you want to be. You want to be present, not looking back in the old identity that was seeking out for them. Because if you're waiting for them, how could you possibly have what you're waiting? There is no waiting. You have it now. So begin to live your life in the experience that you are love, that you are chosen, that you are everything, that you are beautiful, that there is no one better than you. That is the energetic state that you want to be in. And when you start living your life in that state, you will see the energy shift in the 3D. And that includes your masculine as well. But you have to be that version. You have to maintain that version of yourself that has what they want, where you're not looking for it outside of you. You have that within you. So if you need some help in this area, feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to help. I do have a website. So be the version of you that has what it is that they want, whether it's your divine masculine, whether it's good health, whether it's money, whether it's a car, whether it's a home, whatever it is that you desire. It's okay to have desires. We all have desires. But you want to be that person now, and then that will bring in the 3D as to what it is that you're desiring. Again, as within, so without. You're assuming the state that you want to be in now. And that does take some work. And it's about being conscious of your thoughts, being conscious of your emotions, and not seeing everything as a negative. And if you're being triggered, then you want to regulate your nervous system. That's going to be probably one of the most important things that I can remind you of, is regulating your nervous system. So start being the version that you want to be for you. Start living your life on a daily basis, being the love that you desire outside of you, because there is no outside of you. It's all you. It's just one consciousness. We are all one. We are all in this together. Feel free to leave any comments below. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. I'm sending you so much love.